Finally, at Night of Champions, Daniel Bryan wins the WWE Championship. Yes, yes, yes! The next night on Raw, he is stripped of the championship. No, no, no! Will he get it back? I don't know! Welcome to Ringside Riot.
Let's talk about wrestling. Pull a seat up and pour yourself a cold drink. We're gonna talk about the things that fire you up. Because it is wrestling. Everyone is coming down, not wearing a frown. Talk about it, we gonna talk about it. Talk about the things that really fire you up. And because it is wrestling, everyone is coming down, not wearing a frown.
Well, it took long enough, but after all the shenanigans and everything that went on at Night of Champions this weekend, Daniel Bryan finally got the gold around his waist. That's right, the WWE Championship. But wouldn't you know, after cleanly pinning Randy Orton, the next night on Raw, COO Triple H would strip Daniel Bryan of the belt. No, he's not giving it back to Randy Orton. He has completely vacated the title, which means that Randy Orton couldn't get the job done. The ref who called the match got fired, and now, floating in limbo, is the WWE Championship. Where will it go? Who will get it? I don't know. I don't know, you know? I mean, come on. At Night of Champions, Dean Ambrose beat the hell out of Dolph Ziggler. I gotta be honest with you. But there's always retribution. And the next night at Raw, Dolph Ziggler finally put down Dean Ambrose. This is a sign of things to come. The Shield is not invincible, and just like any other man, Dean Ambrose has suffered defeat. Well, it wouldn't be another edition of Raw if Stephanie McMahon wasn't happy. And of course she's not happy with Randy Orton because he didn't get the job done at Night of Champions. So she tells him, she says, "Where's that sick bastard who handcuffed my husband, DDT'd me, and then stole a kiss? Where's RKO, the legend killer? He's lost his edge." So wouldn't you know, Randy Orton gets fired up and we get to see the apex predator in his true form as a rotten son of a b****. Let me just be clear and honest here. I like Randy Orton with ruthless aggression. I like it when he was the legend killer. And I loved it when he beat up Harley Race and spit in Mick Foley's face. This is what the Viper needs to be doing. Bottom line, evil Randy Orton, the legend killer, way cooler. Oh, wouldn't you know, Big Daddy? One of my favorites of all time with the promos, the son of the plumber, Dusty Rhodes, came back, talked to Stephanie McMahon about all the problems having with the boys. Now, if you watched last week, Goldust, yeah, he couldn't save his brother's job. And as we know in the current storyline, Cody Rhodes does not have a job. Stephanie McMahon offered him a choice. A Bed Bath & Beyond card where he could either get curtains or rugs. No, actually, that's not what happened, but she did give him a Bed Bath & Beyond card. The point here being is that Dusty Rhodes must choose. Does Goldust get his job back or does Cody get his job back? Stephanie, how do you choose your children? Do I choose Cody? Do I choose Goldust? How can I do that? Would you choose your daughters? So wouldn't you know, Dusty Rhodes gets up in Stephanie McMahon's face and tells her, "Stephanie, you can go straight to hell." Obviously, this did not fly with Miss McMahon here. So what ends up happening is they get out their resident knockout artist, Big Show, who begrudgingly cries yet again and does not want to lay out Dusty Rhodes, who is the legend, the American dream. But yes, it happens. And there are, kids, those classic moments in wrestling, and this was one of them. He knocks out Dusty Rhodes, but then grabs him and holds on to him and starts crying because he did not want to do it. And the matter of fact is that we all love Dusty. What's going to happen? What's going to transpire? Who's going to get their job back? What is Dusty Rhodes going to spend his Bed Bath & Beyond card on? I'm not quite sure. After an impromptu match at Night of Champions, The Miz would cleanly pin Fandango. However, the next night at Raw, things would not go so smoothly, mainly because Randy Orton was going to make an example of The Miz in front of his mother and father. Now, if you saw this show, you'll know that his mother and father were, well, let's just not go there. Anyway, we got the Randy Orton of old, the Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, whooping the crap out of The Miz. I mean, if you want to talk about a hellacious beatdown, this was sick. Look, I'm not the biggest Miz fan in the world, but he did not deserve the beating that he took. Or did he? I think one of the most exciting things at Night of Champions was getting to see Paul Heyman get his just desserts. And by dessert, I mean a strawberry shortcake ass whooping. So, wouldn't you know, right after beating Curtis Axel and then beating Paul Heyman half to death, someone would come as a savior to Paul Heyman's aid. Who would it be? Would it be Brock Lesnar? Nope. It was Ryback. That's right. Feed me more. Bam! Put CM Punk right through a table, truly adding insult to injury after being, well, pretty much speared through a damn table. Wouldn't you know that the unconscious, handcuffed Paul Heyman would be thrown on top of CM Punk, and he would get the win. Not only that, our boy over here, Curtis Axel, retains the Intercontinental Championship. So, just like any good Heyman guy, uncomfortably, he is carried over the threshold back to the Titantron in Ryback's arms. This table is also included in the Ultimate Ladder and Table Ringside exclusive playset. Order now. Well, wouldn't you know, Paul Heyman survived, nonetheless coming back on Raw in a wheelchair. Well, don't worry, there was a budding bromance happening here with him and Ryback, and they kissed. Yes, they kissed. This was Raw. Oh, and coming soon, Ringside Collectibles wheelchair playset exclusive. And guess what? None other than our buddy, Zack Ryder, was on Raw! Yeah! Zack Ryder was on Raw! Hooray! In TNA news, AJ Styles beat Bully Ray in the Bound for Glory series to win the TNA Heavyweight World Championship. The real question is, at Impact, what will AJ Styles have to say to Dixie Carter? I guess we're just going to have to watch and find out. Mr. Anderson went right through a damn table. God, it was hellacious. Go and check that out. If you missed TNA Impact, go and watch it now. It was crazy. On Sunday night, WWE fans were faced with one of the toughest challenges of all time. Should they watch Night of Champions, or did they watch the Total Divas mid-season finale? I DVR'd it, so I got to see both. Well, anyway, 10, 12 years in the making, Natalya and TJ finally got married. And they had Damien Sandow MC their wedding. And I gotta be honest with you, he was really good. If I ever get married, which will probably never happen, I would have Damien Sandow MC my wedding, or possibly my divorce. Not quite sure. A lot of superstars and divas in attendance, everybody from Hornswoggle to Kurt Hawkins falling asleep. We saw you, Kurt Hawkins. You were sleeping. It was pretty obvious. It wouldn't be Total Divas without some controversy, drama, or complete nonsense. In this case, it was Nikki Bella who decided to skip Natalya's wedding so that she could meet John Cena's family over in Boston. Now, John decided to take her to a very nice restaurant with her family, and they had a wicked good time. The unfortunate thing was that I think she was thinking that John Cena would ask her to marry him, but he did not. He asked her to move in, and then she said yes. So that's kind of how we left off. But in all honesty, we had a kind of like a post-show that went on, and during the post-show, we got a tease at the season that's coming, and it looks amazing. I will continue watching the show. I absolutely love Total Divas. And if you don't, I got 2 words for you. Oh, actually 3. Change the channel. Do you like wrestling? Do you enjoy the internet? Have you even heard of the internet? Well, guess what? WrestlingFigures.com has gotten a complete makeover. That's right. WrestlingFigures.com 2.0, baby. Check it out. Welcome to Ringside Mailbag, where you have questions, and sometimes I have answers. Other times I don't. So we'll just go into it. DX123 asks, who do you think is going to make a surprise return at the Royal Rumble 2014? I really hope to God it's Jake the Snake. Please let Jake the Snake return at the 2014 Royal Rumble. Matt Neal asks, will there be a Y2J figure with his new tattoos? He had all those tattoos when he returned at the Royal Rumble, but his pay-per-view Rumble figure doesn't have any tattoos. The answer is no, Matt. Reason being is that some issues were that they can't put those tattoos on the figure due to copyright issues with the bands they're affiliated with. That's the way it goes. Paul Garcia asks, will there be a battle pack of CM Punk and Ryback? No, but in Battle Pack Series 25, both wrestlers are in that series. They're just in different 2-packs. Sensational IJ94? Oh boy. Sensational J94 asks, show us all your tats and tell us what they mean. So, you want to get to know Jerry Horror a little bit better, do you? The reality of it is I'm completely covered in tattoos. We do not have the time. I'm saying upwards of 100. I'm going to show you 1 or 2, but that's about it. Right on my chest, it says never back down, and that's my motto. And you should never back down from anything in life. And I have the Mortal Kombat symbol. Why? Because Mortal Kombat is awesome. Finish him!
Scorpion wins. Flawless victory fatality.
Kieran Emsden asks, when will the Paul Heyman figure be released on shelves? I don't know about hitting shelves, but Ringside will have a Paul Heyman figure available in early November. But that's just between you and me. RJD3 Bird asks, when will the Elite Shield action figures come out? Please answer. Alright. Guy said please. Let's just say it's going to be a very Merry Christmas for the Hounds of Justice. But again, that's between you and me. Well, that's it for Ringside Mailbag. If you have questions, comments, perhaps even suggestions for a new tattoo, leave them below. Come on. If you don't ask questions, I can't answer them. I'll see you next time on Ringside Mailbag. Considering that the WWE Championship is vacant and that COO Triple H has given me this championship, I feel like I'm missing something. I know what I need. A ring announcer!
Hello, Mr. Jerry.
Oh, hey.
My name is Mr. Apathetico.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Apathetico.
Pleasure. I heard you were looking for announcer, right?
Well, yeah, I think that would complete the package for Jerry Horror.
Okay, can I try?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Harder. Is that good?
Now, could you just try again with a little more enthusiasm?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jerry Harder. Is that good?
Have you ever done this before, Apathetico?
Oh yeah, yes. Like where I'm from in Mexico, I sell plátanos. I do this before, I promise.
You know, there's one thing that every ring announcer's got to know.
Go ahead.
Well, no. I'm just saying. Just back up a little bit, Daddy.
Say.
It's the torture rack. Perhaps you're familiar with it? Was
Oh,
Lex Luger's finishing move?
Oh, where they put the apples in the platanos, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're just no, you know.
That's right, Big Daddy! I don't need an announcer! I'm the whole damn package!
Leapa.
Welcome everybody to TLC! Da-da-da-da. Tonight, we have a great lineup with all your favorite wrestling figures. Hornswoggle, Cody Rhodes, Mark Henry, John Cena, Cody Rhodes again, R-Truth, Sheldon Benjamin, Batista, Christian, Daniel Bryan, Triple H, R-Truth, Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, Wade Barrett, Triple H, Luke Gallows, John Cena, Alberto Del Rio, AJ, CM Punk, The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Hawkins, Randy Orton, Chris Benoit, Edge, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Masters, Kofi Kingston, Brodus Clay, MVP, The Big Show with Damian Sandow, Brock Lesnar, and much more. Tune in to TLC, and thank you Ringside Collectibles for choosing my video.
Well, like all good things, Ringside or Riot must come to an end. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. And for the largest selection of WWE figures in the universe, go to WrestlingFigures.com, where I'm gonna hit you with this jam.